What is the end goal of all this? Like, to get rich? To make a living doing this? Or
Oh, you wanna know what the woman that gave birth to me did to me? Let me tell you. I've been waiting to air this bitch out. I'm just gonna insert every possible trigger warning, like, this is a lot. My mother single-handedly caused me to develop an eating disorder at the ripe age of 6 years old. She used to beat me until I ate all of my food. She didn't finally take me to the hospital until it got to the point to where she would beat me and I still wouldn't eat the food. Like, I stopped giving a fuck. And then she finally took me to the hospital. To this day, almost 20 years later, I still have a complicated relationship with food. When I was 7 years old and my mother was getting remarried and I decided to tell some of my friends because I was excited about my mom getting married, she found out, beat the living shit out of me, and threw me out of the house at the ripe age of 7. For some reason, when I was 9 years old, my mother had this sudden fear that I was gonna end up pregnant at 9. So she would show me these horrifying, disgusting videos of people that were dying of AIDS in hospitals and be like, that's what's gonna happen to you if you decide to have sex. And I was 9. And because of this irrational fear, when there was a day when I was in like 2nd or 3rd grade, she couldn't find me when she came to pick me up from school. And she accused me of doing things in a bathroom with 3 other boys. 9. Not even in the double digits yet. There's this one time when I was in 8th grade, I woke up in the morning to get ready for school, and I guess I woke up late or whatever, so my mom woke me up with a belt, beat me. That was the first thing that I got that morning. But I also happened to have like an absolutely horrible headache, and when I tried to tell my mother about it, she didn't give a fuck and told me to get dressed and get ready for school. I go to school, and I'm crying in first period, so much so that my teacher writes me a note and sends me to the nurse, and the nurse sends me home because I have a fever of 102. And my mother, when she picked me up, had the audacity to say, well, I didn't know you were feeling bad like that, bitch! When I was 15 and started self-harming, my mother tried to beat and pray the depression out of me, saying that I had a devil inside of me or some fucking shit. When I was 16 and my mother found out that I had a boyfriend, she decided that she couldn't trust me in my room anymore and that I had lost my bed privileges, and so she made me sleep on the floor in the living room for a month. And this was in December, so I was just sick all the time. It was horrible. When I was 17 and was so depressed with the life that I was living and told my mother that I wanted to unalive myself, she handed me a knife and told me to go do it. When I was 18 and got SA'd and told my mother about it, she beat me half to death, threw me out of the house for about 5 days, and then when she finally let me back in the house, she forced me to sit there with her, my rapist, and his parents while all 4 of them tried to tell me that I was a liar and didn't know what I was talking about. And then she brought me back home, beat me again, and when I tried to get her off of me, she called the police and told them that I tried to assault her, and they arrested me. That shit's still on my record. And let's not forget when I was 22 and called her because my fiance had cheated on me for the 3rd time and I was in absolute tears, and she told me to give him another chance because she could tell how much he loved me. And that's not even a 4th of the shit that she's done. Yeah, fuck her. I don't speak to her. Fuck her.
of all this? Like, to get rich? To make a living doing this? Or is it for you? To make a living doing this? Or